Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is on how I successfully weaned my child from nursing. This has been a topic that I've been wanting to do for a while because I previously did one on how I successfully breastfed for his whole first year. It was like a tips and tricks video on how to find success in breastfeeding for a whole year. And so I only felt like this was natural coming after that video. So I actually weaned him at 13 months. I always said that I was gonna nurse him for his first year of life and then it was done. And then he turned 1 and every day that passed, I'm just like, maybe I'll start tomorrow. Maybe I'll start tomorrow. No, I need to do more research. No, he's not ready. And then all these fears came into play. I was worried that he wasn't ready, although I think I just wasn't ready. I was worried that it was gonna affect his sleeping. He wasn't gonna be able to sleep very well. I was worried that he wasn't gonna be hydrated enough, that we were gonna lose that closeness, the bonding. There were so many fears. I was worried that it was gonna hurt. I was worried that I was gonna get mastosis. I had no idea. I had no idea what I was doing. This is my first child, so I had no clue what to expect. So I did some research, and Google was pretty much consistent in people sharing their experiences where they would gradually wean over like the course of a month. So I didn't do that. I just kind of winged it and played it by ear, but let me explain to you what exactly I did and why it worked for us. So for 1 whole week, he went from 3 feedings to 2 feedings. Then that next week, he went from 2 feedings to 1 feeding. But I would, at night, pump my other side for probably 5 minutes. Just get once the milk started flowing for 5 minutes, and then that was it. That was for a whole week. And then I decided I was gonna have him be done, and I was just going to see what happened. If I started to feel uncomfortable or engorged, I would then resort to either pumping or like hand expressing in the shower just to get a little bit out for some relief. And I think I only had to do that once, and that was just because I was scared that it was going to get to the point of where I would develop mastosis. I hope I'm saying that right because I've said that a few times in this video. Okay, so now he's at the point where he's no longer nursing. I'll get to what happens to me, but with him, all these fears of losing the closeness, all these fears of him not getting enough liquid, all of these fears of him not being able to sleep are hilarious because he has never slept better in his life. It was like a switch went off. As soon as he stopped nursing, he slept through the night, like no problem. He didn't cry when I would put him in his crib. I would put him in his crib and he would literally lay down on his belly and go to sleep. It was incredible because for 13 months, we had a child who didn't always sleep through the night, and thought, is he ever going to sleep through the night? And I honestly believe it was because I was nursing him. That messed up his sleep schedule apparently, because as soon as I stopped, literally a switch went off and he became the world's greatest sleeper. So that could solve lots of people's problems. If only people would know, if you just stop nursing your child, they'll actually go to sleep. However, you want to nurse your child for bottle feed and all of that for the first however many months of their life, recommended by your doctor and all of that for obvious reasons. But once it's okay to start weaning them, don't let that be one of your fears, because that was a huge fear of mine. I was being selfish. I'm like, I just want my sleep. And all I had to do was stop nursing him. It's hilarious. So That was a bonus. It didn't affect him at all. He drank from his sippy cup like a pro. He was wonderful. I didn't have to do a bottle transitioning, nothing. We just went straight to his sippy cup because we had been practicing with his sippy cup for many months leading up to that. I think since he was 6 months, we've been practicing with his sippy cup while we introduced foods to him. So we really didn't have to worry about any of that. So he was great. Now for me, I just kind of listened to my body. My boobs did get a little more full and a little more sore, but it never got to the point where they were hard. It never got to the point where I started to feel ill. Only once did I actually try and hand express in the shower, which I'm terrible at, and it ends up hurting, so I must not be doing it right. But I was able to get a little milk out, and that helped relieve some of the pressure I was feeling in my chest, but I didn't really have to do anything, and I didn't really leak. I didn't, like, nothing. It was like I just stopped and everything magically stopped and everything was fine. I know that that is not going to be the case for everybody, and my situation is a little bit unique because by the time we weaned him, I think I was 3 months pregnant or 2 months pregnant, 3 months pregnant, I think. And I've heard that once you're pregnant, your milk will kind of slow down on its own anyway. So I had that going for me, but all of these fears were for nothing, and it was easy and it didn't hurt. And I can tell you that if you do start to feel some pain and hardness, just pump, but don't pump for a long time. Just pump for a few minutes just to get some relief, and then if you do go down that route, every day gradually decrease the amount of time you've pumped by like 30 seconds. And eventually you'll be all out of milk, you'll be done, and you don't have to worry about it. So, this is my story on how I successfully weaned my baby from nursing. I hope that it was helpful for you. I hope that I didn't ramble on too much, that what I said made sense. So if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I have a lot other videos coming up in the next few weeks, so stay tuned for those. Also, if you have any comments or suggestions or any other helpful tips you can share with those watching, please leave it in the comment box below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of this and what worked for you in your weaning, in your breastfeeding weaning weaning journey. Say that 3 times fast. Other than that, you guys have a great day, have a great rest of your week, and I look forward to seeing you again in my next video. Bye.